Welcome to Healing Within, and today we'll take a step into an experience with hypnosis, just a natural relaxing state of focus and awareness. Kind of help yourself gently shift your thinking, clear your mind, and just reconnect to what matters. And hypnosis is not about losing control or being unconscious. It's actually a state where your mind can become more open, more curious, or receptive to helpful thoughts and ideas or perspectives. And it sometimes can feel like a daydream or kind of like your body's out of it, mind's focused type of feel to it. But whatever it is, let yourself just become absorbed into that flow. And we'll kind of do that with today and see what we can do with that. So go ahead and find a way to get into a space that is calm, perhaps warm or comfortable for you. And then when you kind of find that space that you want, go ahead and take a moment, settle in, let yourself move around until you get adjusted just to the right space. Then go ahead and close the eyes, closing the mind. And remember, you're working with your mind, not against it. Working with releasing what no longer serves you, kind of clearing that mental space you need. You know, people often discover that relaxing is easier than they expect. You don't have to force it. Your mind already knows how to relax. In fact, if you give it a chance, you'll find that slowing down and settling in, mind will just naturally do it. Just like when you're staring out the window looking at rain, or watching a snowflake. It just naturally happens, doesn't it? And it's interesting to notice even how your breathing has already probably begun to slow down a bit, without even thinking about it. You don't need to control anything right now, just noticing the rise and fall of your breath. And maybe as you focus on your breathing, you can just begin to feel curious. Curious about how comfortable you can feel when you just allow yourself to just be right here, right now. That just gives space for your body to start shifting awareness. Maybe even to places that feel more comfortable in the body, such as the hands. You might notice they could be resting on the lap or in some particular way. Then bring attention to the areas that might help you focus. Notice how easy it is to soften them a little bit more. Almost like they're saying yes, I can let go, without even realizing it. And then let other parts of you follow. You might even notice how certain parts of your body can feel more at ease than other parts. While remaining curious about how some parts may be more calm than other parts. Notice how they can just adjust. Comfortable places spreading into the uncomfortable and adjusting the uncomfortable. You might find that some thoughts can come and go. Let them scatter. It's not a big deal. And perhaps let them scatter from your conscious awareness to just the unconscious in the back of your mind. And bring that curiosity about how you can become even more absorbed. More absorbed into letting the body go. You might notice you might be holding subconsciously tension in the body. And just like butter, once is solid, let it melt. Let the body melt like that butter. All that tension into a puddle. Only leaving softness, gentle and kind behind. You may even notice how the chin and jaw, forehead, maybe even the eyes can become fully absorbed into relaxing. I like telling them yes, you can relax. Gonna do that now, just telling those parts of you. Take a time out or take a break. Don't need to hold the tension. And letting that tension go on a holiday, a break. And just keep letting yourself absorb into that calmness, gentleness. Till all the tension's in a puddle. You can do that. When relaxing, sometimes it's like going down a gentle path. Don't always know where it leads, but every step can feel lighter and easier as you just continue down that path. And part of you that just begins to go deeper without effort at all, like floating in a soft breeze, sinking into that comfort, into that chair or bed or wherever you're at, sinking into it. As you continue to listen, you might begin to wonder, how deeply I can relax, but just simply by following what feels good right now. There's no need to try, just notice what happens. Just let the mind wander wherever it needs to go. You might even notice how time can start to feel different. Slowing down with breathing naturally, not putting too much notice to it. Becoming softer with the body and mind. With each breath you take now, it's as if though you're drifting into a deeper state of comfort. Kind of like a gentle invitation to be gentle and relax and comfort even more. Relaxing even more without putting thought to it. You know that your mind and body are starting to settle into a space that's calm. You can begin to explore things that you're going to work on today with unhelpful thinking, clearing the mind, just focusing on what's important in life. Because you know the mind's like a garden. We all know what it's like in the garden when it gets a little overgrown with weeds. Kind of like those unwanted thoughts creeping in. Sometimes it makes it hard to see that beauty that's already there. But the wonderful thing about the garden is, with a little bit of care and attention, those weeds can be pulled away. So that those flowers have space to breathe again. And the mind can start to bloom with a fresh kind of clarity. And I wonder if when you listen to my voice, you can imagine walking into the garden, your own personal space. Maybe you notice the way the light gently falls across the leaves. Or perhaps you can feel the soft, familiar ground beneath you. Beneath the feet. Beginning to walk even, perhaps. Would you let go of any tension? Kind of like with each step helps you leave behind what no longer serves you. And as you continue to walk, you might get lucky and come across this stream of flowing, gentle water. Maybe even letting the mind adjust to add the water next to the garden as it flows by. Streams are fascinating, aren't they? They can move effortlessly. And they carry along anything that floats into them. Never really holding on to anything that's in it, and just simply lets things allow to pass clear and free. And maybe you can find yourself kneeling beside this stream. I like when there's small twigs or leaves, or maybe even pebbles. So I like to put them in the water. And I reminded myself that I can put those thoughts on a leaf, just as old thoughts or worries. Those old thoughts or worries that drift in the mind from time to time. Here's the thing. You don't need to stop the stream. You don't need to control the flow. You can just simply release all those thoughts in the water, letting them float away. Knowing that they no longer need to stay with you. Which means if they're not with you, notice how much more the mind can feel clear, like a stream cleansed after the rain. Just open and ready for what's next to come. And now that the mind's clear, I wonder what you might notice about the flowers that are always in the garden or different places. Kind of like a reminder of what matters in life. Simple, yet meaningful. And think of a flower that symbolizes joy. And perhaps another one that represents connection with people you care about. Or maybe one that reflects some sense of purpose that you've been searching for. But whatever these flowers are, just take a moment to notice them. And just kind of feel grateful that they've always been there. Even when weeds made it so hard to see them. And as you again begin to walk slowly through the garden, that gentle stream flowing nearby, flowers blooming around, taking a deep breath. As you let out, putting together that index finger and thumb, put it together, that OK symbol, to act as a reminder that this is a clear space. A reminder that this is calm space. A reminder that I am okay. I'm okay. Each time you put the index finger and thumb together, you say those words, I am okay. You can begin to notice how you can become okay, regardless of the situation. Calm and clear. Now in a moment, not just yet, but in a moment, we'll begin to return to the room. And if you're trying to sleep, just ignore this part. But when you do decide to come back, whenever that is, perhaps in the morning if you're sleeping, or when you need to come back with a reminder that there's a space waiting for you. A space whenever you need it. You can access it anytime you need by just saying, I am okay, and putting those index fingers and thumb together. Because you planted those seeds of calm, of clarity, and purpose. Those seeds can continue to grow in days and weeks to come. Then when you're ready, and if you're not yet ready, that's fine too, but if you are ready, slowly start coming back, that calm and clarity settling within. Bringing you a sense of freedom from old, unhelpful patterns and thoughts. Becoming aware of your body and the room around you. That refreshed and ready to move forward feel. Take as much gentle time as you need. Then when you're ready, come back to the room, the new perception, new perspective of life.